How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make Juicy Romance work with it. Here's a preview of what you all have made by the end of the video. This track is made up of 4 elements. Firstly, the drums, the bass, the lead, and lastly, the vocals.
Baby, let's party tonight. I can be a shorty. Kiss me, tell me you're honey. Tell me.
Let's firstly start with that epic lead. Great, let's have a look at the MIDI. So we're in the key of G minor. It starts with the G, the D, the B flat, and then repeats itself: G, D, B flat, A. This is the same as this, apart from this last note. And there's also a slight change in the beat. So this, instead of being here, is pushed back here. So yeah, pretty simple progression, but it's a sound which makes it sound really cool. Just to let you know, this is a preset for my Eurotrance Volume 2 pack. The link for that is in the description. I won't go over it too much, but yeah, definitely check that out. Cool, I'll show you now how it's made. I'm just gonna turn everything off because there's quite a lot going on, and then I'll turn it all back on. Great, so firstly, initiate the preset menu, initiate preset. This is gonna set Serum to sort of the standard setting, and then come over here, default shapes, and select the saw wave. We then change the fine tune to 1, although you can probably just leave that. And it's gonna sound like this. Turn on oscillator B, same, saw wave, pitch it up an octave. Oscillator C, another saw wave, up an octave, and then we're almost making a chord, so +7 semitones. Envelope 1, we're creating this sort of plucky sound. Without it, it's gonna sound sort of this. So yeah, about 1 second decay and quite a fair bit of release, 180 milliseconds. We're then going to come over here and bring up the porter. So select mono, always. That's how you get to sort of glide through the notes and be a bit like funky. So let's turn on the filter. I've gone for MG low 18 and set the cutoff to 381 Hertz. And it's going to sound like this. Let's add some effects. So firstly, we turn on this hyper, dimensions all the way off. Makes it a lot wider, as you can hear. 4 unison. Reverb. 4.4 on the decay. Mix at 34%. Hall setting. EQ, take out the sort of mud in the low end. There's a lot of mud created by that reverb. And then a delay. Ping pong setting on 8th notes. Feedback 40%, mix 28. And that's it. You can obviously play around this porter, you can get rid of it, but it's not as good. About 71 milliseconds. And I've also added the macro to the cutoff, so you can start low. We glide it in. Cool, and that is that. And next, we move on to the bass. It's literally just one note playing on repeat. It's really donkey bass. So yeah, it's literally just the G. Kind of like tribal almost. That's it with the kick. Yeah, let's have a look at how it's made. So yeah, as you can see, I'm using that same pack, Eurotrance Volume 2. In oscillator A, we have this ICANN has kick. If I just solo that. We then turn on oscillator C. And this is actually brought in. So this is a waveform that's been dragged in. And yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of automation on the LFO. As you can see, that's been dragged on there. So every note that's played, if I get rid of that, it's gonna sound a bit weird, but you drag it up. So you can probably try this with, like you can try that with pretty much any waveform. Obviously I've used one that dragged in. You want one that doesn't move too much and it's sort of a set one, so maybe But yeah, you can definitely have a play around with that. Like one of those I got just a minute ago actually sounded pretty cool. That one, subby saw. And then on the noise, we have this kick sample. That's one I've dragged in as well, but look, there's all these different kick attacks. So it's just helping add a little bit more click, you know. Cool. And then if we have a look at the rest of the synth, we've got this envelope 1 second decay, nearly 1 second release. Drag that over onto the cutoff, drag it all the way down, and then drag that to 60%. Without that, it's gonna sound not like a bass. A bass is literally just like a pluck, right? Effects, what we got is this filter, which has just been using the EQ to take out any extra top end. But to be honest, you probably don't really need that. Cool, and that is the bass. Next, we have the drums. So first we have this kick. I've got this drum bus on both the bass and the kick, so sort of gluing them together. Without it sort of helps push them together a bit, you know. Apart from that, no processing. It's got a nice shaker, clap, hat. Pretty standard, you know. This is both of these drums, so the kick and the top loop are from my Eurotrance drums pack volume 2. Cool, I'll show you just in case you don't know how to make your own drums. I'll show you quickly how to make one from scratch. So obviously start with a kick. That's going to go on every beat like so. And then put that one in. Just going to use anyone. Kick, drag that down, delete the second one. Now you've got your clap. And then duplicate that, drag this MIDI, move it across. Now you've got your hat. Obviously, I'm not using any time to select sounds. I'm just doing random ones. Let me just change that clap. And then if you listen to the loop, it's got a sort of shakery sort of thing. So I can go shaker. Use it either shaker loop. I'm just going to sidechain that. So kick. Yeah, we're already sort of getting there. I'd probably layer the hat and the clap, but let's make a little closed loop. So I might just use another shaker. So something like this. And then you change the velocities like so, duplicate it, go back to any sort of pattern you've got. Like you don't have to be using this one shots. And that's pretty much it. Let's just group them, slap on a drum bus. I'll just use this because I'm lazy, drum bus. Great, so let's just mix them in. First we've got the kick. Let's bring the clap in. I'm just gonna get another layer for the clap. It's quite a lot going on, so better, and then never loops. Obviously not the best drums because I've just made them in about 2 minutes, but you get the idea. That's how you make your own drums. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you learned something new. Please comment down below. It really helps the channel, and I will see you next week. There's also Speed Garage Volume 3 in the works. Yeah, pretty close to finishing that. Just sort of tying up a few loose ends, and then that should be out soon to be back with the Speed Garage on the channel, because I know that's what you guys probably prefer. But I really like making this sort of Eurotrance stuff. But yeah, back to the Speed Garage, because there's a lot of new good tracks out, where it's like I've been waiting for like new stuff to come out, and there seems to be a lot of good shit coming out. So yeah, I've been remaking that, and that'll be out soon. Cool, thanks guys, cheers.